This was a game that was pretty decided at halftime, but let's get into the highlights. First up, Baron Morton. He only plays first half. Tortilla toss looking phenomenal as ever. Don't worry, no penalties just yet. Morton loading up, Reggie Virgil doing what needs to be done. Crabtree, were you impressed by the wide receivers today?
Yeah, I was. Like Reggie did the short yardage, the red zone, scored. That's heavy.
Cameron Dickey there, punched it in. Morton now going up top to Coy Eakin wearing the famous number 3, showing that grit and determination. It was 21-0, now 31-0. And here's that play one more time, deflected to Gil Howard.
Look, it started all up front. Defensive lineman Lee Hunter, he got penetration, and Skyler picked it off. He talked about, look, man, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Look at the form of the big man rumbling down.
All effort. Morton now, 50-yard pass. Terrence Carter Jr. for the first and goal. This was impressive, especially carrying defenders for the last 10 yards.
That was big. Right before the half, set up another touchdown. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
And then just to show you that Reggie Virgil is bringing all of the action from Miami of Ohio. 4 wide, doesn't matter, lob it up, boss.
That's big, man. It's hard to find those red zone goal line receivers. He showed us today.
It's nice to be open, but if you're covered and you can still make the play, that's the sign of a true player.
See ball, catch ball.
Absolutely. The Cy-Hawk Trophy. Iowa State ranked 16th, taking on Iowa. You know, Kirk Ferentz is always going to keep it. The road team has won the last 4 matches, and I would imagine they're all low scoring. 6-3 at the end of the half. You can't do that. Cyclones pick it off, rumble inside the red zone. Just 7:35 left in that second quarter. It's a good Iowa State team. See, there's that thing. I don't know what that celebration is, Crabtree, but they throw the touchdown. They went from having 2 1,000-yard wide receivers to now they only throw to the tight end at Iowa State. End of the first half. They answer right back Iowa. Bruising game down there in the trenches. That was a Gronkowski as well.
A lot of people don't like watching games like this because it's not high scoring. That's where you have to direct your attention to the trenches, and that's where all the beautiful things happen.
3:43, you get the fake handoff run to the overthrow on 3rd and 2. 4th and 7, a 54-yard field goal with under 2 minutes.
Yes!
Well, we know they can kick in Iowa.
Yeah, they sure can.
Is this a rivalry?
Oh, one of the biggest. The Cy-Hawk Trophy on the line. 57 seconds left, 4th and 16.
Gotta have it.
Say your prayers. Loading up down the sideline. Swatted. Put the seatbelt on. There it is again. There's the celebration. And there is that Cy-Hawk Trophy. Iowa State now moves to 3-0. And they've looked really good. Knocked off Kansas State in week 1. Blew out the team in week 2 and now beating Iowa. This is an Iowa State team led by Rocco Becht that suddenly has championship aspirations. George Kittle to Brock Purdy after Iowa State beat Iowa. Be updated across the top 25 in college football. Drew Aller and Penn State. Championship expectations for a team that seemingly doesn't get there. Devontae Ross, 42-yard touchdown there. Penn State up 30. They win this one 34-0. Champ, are you a believer in Penn State this season?
I'm a little like last year. I think this is their chance, their best chance, but they got to show me more. They still got to show me more down the stretch. I'll give them a shot. But
they got 2 great running backs. Today, Allen with 144 and a touchdown. They seemingly always have great pass rushers wearing the number 11. Is Aller going to be the guy? Time will tell on that one. Let's keep this going, actually. I was kind of hoping to see the Texas highlights with Arch Manning because he was under the microscope all week long after that performance in Ohio State. We're going to pick this one. Look at the score. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. It was dicey up until this point, and then Parker Livingstone going 83 yards for the touchdown. Takeo, what did you think all week about the discussion of young Arch Manning?
I thought it was warranted. He didn't play well. Let's be honest. He didn't. And the reality of it is we're going to judge him every week off of his performance. From what I saw today, yeah, they play in San Jose State. You're supposed to demolish them. However, when I looked at him, he was on time. He knew where to go with the ball when the blitz came. unlike last week, the opening week of the season versus Ohio State. So this is going to be a week-by-week debate. Everybody is going to have just because his last name is Miller.
Well, quarterback at Texas, there's really the best, and that's Vince Young. We love those legs, champ. Number 16, hook 'em. So obviously he was happy with it. He's been someone that can do it with his arms and his legs. You know, champ, what it means to come in with a very lofty expectations. Yeah. Arch was the Heisman favorite, having really not started many games, and he gets that start at Ohio State in a 1 versus 3 matchup. How do we balance maybe expectations that were too high, but now looking at what he can fill in with a team that has national championship aspirations?
Well, I always thought it was unfair. Why do we put that burden on a kid that really hasn't had the experience for us to do that? I mean, it wasn't warranted. Now, I believe their best chance is to utilize the talent around him and let him do what he does. Yeah, some QB runs more often, big plays down the field, quick screens to get the ball out of his hands. Take care of him in that way. Run the ball effectively. Put him in a position to win and not put pressure on the kid. Just don't make it all about him. I feel like that's what they kind of fell into last week.
Right.
It was all about what Arch was doing, and not what the team was doing. So I think that's what they need to focus on more.
Mike, I think you might be uniquely qualified to talk about this. From Dallas, grew up in Texas. You know what Texas pressure is compared to pressure other places. What do you think he's facing, just because that state loves football more than almost any other state?
You have to prove that you're him. The money says it, that you're getting paid. You have to prove that you're him.
Each and every week. This isn't just...
Each and every week. That's football.
Because
don't we judge each and every week?
Yeah.
That's football. In and out.
And when you're wearing the horns, it's even more so, because we're showing all these highlights. Texas Tech is coming for you. SMU is coming for you. Baylor's coming for you. A&M's coming for you.
Everybody.
Texas is the one that everyone's trying to knock off.
The head honcho.
Yes.
It's similar to the Cowboys. You see that Longhorn in all the airports everywhere. So, they number one in Texas. So everybody's gunning for them.
And I remember when you knocked off Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Can we run that footage real quick before we
Let's show it, man.
Let's just play that.
Crabtree.
We got a lot of Texas Tech fans watching right now. We might as well watch when number 7 upset Texas.
Lord.
Cue that beautiful footage. And also take us through that game leading up to it, and then what did it feel like afterwards?
Well, I would say the year before is when I dropped the game winner. And me and Graham would just practice back shoulder like every day. We'd go in the stadium and run down and back every day, back shoulder, back shoulder. So I knew whenever he got in trouble that it was coming.
Right.
So that was the last option. Instead of being the first option, I was the last option in that game. We made it happen.
All right, now let's take a look at it one more time. What a moment this was. Graham Harrell.
I remember this so vividly.
Oh, man. That's Earl Thomas right there, too.
Yep.
Ooh, Earl.
Great Earl Thomas right there.
Also, to that point, I believe Graham is going into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
In October.
Congrats, Graham.
What is your love for that man? How much does he mean to you?
He's the best. That guy was a coach on the field. He called a lot of his own plays, which, he was trained by Leach. So, that was my guy, man. One of the best quarterbacks I ever played with.
That connection's so important. So he's going to the Ring of Honor in October. It is the Hall of Fame in December. Congratulations to him.
Graham. Congrats.
Keep it moving. We got Illinois and Duke in action. Illinois, the ranked team here. Duke trying to keep it alive. That's going to be... No way.
Did he get the toe in?
Wow.
It's the big toe.
All it takes is a toe. But then Illinois showing their strength here. Rumbling through. Illinois holding it down.
Oh.
Yeah, 45-19.
I didn't expect
that. The win right
It was close the whole game.
It was close, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
All right, we got Utah State taking on Texas A&M. We got all the teams in Texas in action right now. Towels are out. Everything's ready to go. Now, tie game. First quarter. 2nd and 1. Doesn't matter. We're going over the top. This is a Texas A&M team that had a lot of expectations last year, lost that early game to Notre Dame that threw it off. Now starting off 44-14 over the Aggies of Utah State.
Clearly picking up right where they left off.
Reports that Texas A&M quarterback Marcel Reed is available but unlikely to return. Oh, due to the lopsided score. Okay, so it reminds me a lot of the Texas Tech quarterback from last week. Second week college football, you kind of get these lopsided victories. We're given $150,000, $200,000 to play these teams. Speaking of lopsided victories, let's get Florida State in this one, who shocked the world last week by blowing out Alabama.
Castellanos! Boom!
Man,
On there to Deuce Robinson for the 82-yard touchdown.
East Texas.
I love the offense that he's in now. With
77-3.
77 points.
Come on, they're making more than $200,000 for that. There's no way.
This is honoring the linebacker that did get shot. So Florida State playing not just for points, but also for a purpose, getting the win there. Crazy overtime game, Baylor and SMU. Double overtime, Baylor putting it up. SMU had already gone, so Baylor survives and advances, knocking off the 17-seed Mustangs, and Baylor moves to 1-1. It is the Big 12. Don't mess with the Big. They gotta stop.
They gotta stop.
They held them to 45. The Bears advance.